With the announcement of Star Wars: The Old Republic back in 2011-2012, BioWare released the Deceived trailer, which has what I consider to this day to be one of the best lightsaber duels in Star Wars. It pitted the Sith Lord Darth Malgus against the Jedi Master Ven Zallow inside Coruscant's Jedi Temple. It was a well-fought battle that ultimately destroyed the temple with the loss of Master Zallow and many other Jedi at the hands of the Sith and the Mandalorian bounty hunter Shae Vizsla. But did you know that in the book by the same name, Deceived, Master Zallow's former Padawan, Aryn Leneer, returned to the ruined temple? Jedi Knight Aryn Leneer's mood was as dark as the night. She picked her way through the darkness and approached the temple. She imagined that Malgus must have used the same approach, and it appalled her that the last person to walk the processional before the temple's fall had been a Sith. The attack had burned the temple's once curved lines and elegant spires into a shapeless mound of ruin, a burial for the Jedi Order. The temple had been her home for decades, and the sight of it scratched the scab from the wound of her grief. In her mind's eye, she saw the final blow that had slain her master, as clear as if she were once more watching the vid in the temple's surveillance room. She saw Malgus spin, reverse his grip, and drive his lightsaber through Master Zallow. She saw the look on Master Zallow's face as the light went out of his eyes. Despair. He had failed, and he had known it. The thought of her master dying with despair in his heart drove a hot spike of rage through the pain of her loss. She shook her head, resolved to find Malgus and kill him. She climbed the jagged chunks of stone, and when she reached the edge of the ruins, they still felt warm and radiated the heat of their own destruction. She walked among the graves of dozens of Jedi and wept through her anger. A feeling seized her as the strings of her Force sensitivity vibrated with a discordant note. The feeling took her by the shoulders, shook her, and emptied her of grief, leaving only anger. She knew the feeling's origin. She activated her lightsaber and tried to pinpoint Malgus's location. In his shuttle, Darth Malgus felt the signature of another Force user. The uncomfortable pressure of the light side. It pulled him to his feet. He was reminded of the pressure he felt in the presence of Master Zallow, and he knew that the Jedi Knight Aryn Leneer had come at last. Malgus opened the side hatch. As the night air poured in with the stink of the ruined temple and burned planet, he let anger fill him. The ship descended to 50 meters. He felt the presence of the Jedi Knight as clearly as he would have under the morning sun. Darth Malgus stepped to the doorway, drew on the Force, activated his lightsaber, and leapt out into the dark. Subscribe and follow for more Star Wars content.